island. It's best described as English elegance with Caribbean character, and its beachside location on the exclusive platinum west coast of Barbados offers guests peace and tranquility in lush tropical surroundings.
It was bought in 1968 by Alan Godsall. It was then the former home to the Haynes family. And both the Godsall and Haynes families have a rich history on the island with sugar plantations. And when Alan Godsall bought it, he had the vision of turning it into a hotel. And during the 1970s, created 10 cottages around the beautiful grounds of Cobbler's Cove. And today we have a 40-room property, which has recently been handed over to Alan's son Hugh Godsall, and it's under his directorship now that we will forge forward with the business so that it remains in the family. And we recognise that as a small property, it is the little touches that mean so much. You instantly begin to relax when you arrive here. We are truly lucky to have at the helm in the kitchen Michael Harrison, who is a local Barbadian. He started his career at Cobbler's Cove as a waiter. It's under his stewardship with the rest of the team that the hotel was awarded the BHTA Best Restaurant on the Island 2014, which we were absolutely thrilled about.
The food in Barbados is full of flavor, it's full of colors. It really represents what the Caribbean is all about when you speak about flavor and colors, and a lot of our food comes from, I would say, our grandmother's style of cooking, and there are few dishes, many of them that came through slavery or from slavery. For me, I like to experiment a lot with seafood because we have such beautiful seafood in the ocean.
To provide guests with a real insight into true, authentic Barbadian food, Cobbler's Cove send their food-loving guests on a private tour of the local markets with their head chef.
I don't think many people perhaps will take a chance to go into the market while here in Barbados. So to go into the market with the chef or with a local, it is absolutely incredible, and doing it on Saturdays where the market is so busy and so bustling with all the great characters you would have met, and the colors and the smell, and eating some of the local foods in the food court. That's just basic food, and food that we perhaps might not think very much of as chefs, that are so amazing and so delicious and so real and authentic. What I like about the tour is that it's allowing me to enjoy more of our food. Because as Bajan, as chefs, we sometimes think that the cocoa and the flying fish or the pudding and sauce is not good enough to put against the French cuisine or against the Italian. But having the guests eat that and enjoy that, it shows me that our food could stand against any food any part of the world. By doing those tours, it has allowed me to really embrace our culture and our food and just love it, because they get to see things and they get to see the expressions on the customer's face when they try it and they enjoy it. So yes, I love it more than the guests personally, yes.
Bridgetown is the capital of Barbados and a port city on the southwest coast of the island. It's known for its British colonial architecture and 17th century garrison, as well as a fantastic array of duty-free shops. Out of town and dotted around the island, you'll find a number of brightly coloured boutique shops. They're called chattel villages and are built to look like traditional chattel houses. These tend to stock more arts and craft items, but if you're looking for high-end fashion, you won't be disappointed, as many of the major fashion houses have shops in Barbados.
Man, couldn't get him. Damn. Oh, I see him. Hey, great one. Woo, perfect. Could do this all day.
We believe that you are a scammer.
No. Continue getting away with it.
Red's back up.
He was immediately apparent he was fighting to breathe.
These crimes are very much on the rise.
Time is crucial.
Maybe on a haystack sort of stuff.
Here they come.
Once in a lifetime.
Driving around the island, there's no escaping the sugar plantation history. Sugar canes were first planted in Barbados around 1640, but it was almost 100 years later before the crop was used to produce rum on a commercial basis. Visiting one of the many plantation houses is a must, and at St Nicholas Abbey you'll find the main house has been transformed into a museum. It's also one of only 3 genuine Jacobean mansions in the Western Hemisphere. The Abbey still produces rum today, including 10 and 15-year-olds, both of which are hand-bottled from the barrel straight into their beautiful glass decanters. If you're a garden lover and want to find out more about the tropical vegetation in Barbados, then head for Hunt's Garden. Created by leading horticulturalist Anthony Hunt, it's considered one of the most fascinating gardens in the island.
I did the house, which is the old stable, about 150 years old, which visitors also get to come and see. So I moved into the house and then I thought, you know what, I'll start a small garden. But this sinkhole from millions of years ago had this amazing collection of palm trees. And because all these palms were here and growing wild, planted by the birds, in what was a derelict orchard of 200 years ago, that was the infrastructure. And because it is a big sinkhole, the palms are all different levels, so it created the drama. It was good to look at before I started it. It's a range of tropical plants. Obviously, as I said, the palms make the entire background. Not only are the ones that are indigenous to Barbados and we're here, I've been importing plants since I was 27. I have the general wonderful tropical things like bromeliads, which are family to the pineapple. They give amazing color all year. We have metanilias, we have anthuriums, a huge collection of heliconias, and of course lots of ferns and everything else. The Chelsea Flower Show is really important to Barbados because we try every year to win a gold medal, and it's very prestigious to do that. We, of course, give them all they need in leaves, primarily, because we don't have that many exotic flowers that would last the length of time cut. A very exciting thing is going to happen. Barbados is hosting the World Flower Ranging Show. And that's going to be a really exciting time for us here because the